In southeast London, Mary Obomese is heading to her local library, but she's not on her way to borrow books. Instead, the 52-year-old healthcare assistant is heading there to keep warm on her day off. Across the country, places like this have turned into so-called warm banks, designated spaces where people can go if they cannot afford to turn their heating on at home.
We are not able to pay. So as a matter of fact, last month, we have to call them to defer to this month. And this month, the way it's going, we just have to ask them. I was even talking to my husband that if we can call them and defer, or they can spread the debt, so we can be paying on top of the normal bills that comes in here.
Mary works for the National Health Service, and although she earns around £1,500 or $1,800 a month, she is one of the 4% of Britons who report being behind on energy bills, according to an Office of National Statistics survey. The war in Ukraine has pushed natural gas prices up sharply and exacerbated a cost of living crisis in Britain, where inflation rates are already among the highest in the developed world. For Mary and her family, the result often means wearing coats at home.
It's really hard to see them like, oh, mommy, I'm cold. So turn it on for 30 minutes, then we turn it off. Turn it off about 1 hour, then we turn it off. Yeah, that's how we've been doing. But it's not been easy from the beginning of this year, really. It's not been.
Although warm banks provide a vital refuge, library manager Amy Jackson says there's a stigma attached to using them.
I mean, it's such a shame that warm banks actually have to exist in this day and age, but unfortunately they do, and we just have to be there to support everyone affected by it, by the cost of living crisis. I think a lot of people are kind of unfortunately embarrassed and a bit ashamed to admit that they're struggling sometimes. So, promoting our clubs and our warm spaces as different things really kind of makes them more approachable for them.
Over the past few weeks, temperatures across the UK have plunged below freezing, and much of the country has been covered in snow and ice. But for Mary, her main concern now is whether the family will be able to afford Christmas.
Yesterday they were asking me, so mommy, what are we going to have for Christmas? Are we going to get parcels, gifts? I said, we'll see. The week is not ended yet, so we'll see. Yeah. Yeah, I'm sorry. We'll not be able to get them anything for Christmas yet, so hopefully next week I'll see what we can do,